Hello and welcome to 4 Accelerator. I'm your host Strateghost, and today we're back with How to Beat Deity with Trajan of Rome. We're just starting the medieval era, so we need to pick a dedication, but before that, why don't we review where we're at? We have finally got some iron in our empire. We are currently building legions, and I think we'll work towards the mercenary civic in order to get gold and resource discounts on upgrading units, so that we can turn all these warriors into legions as well. Uh, our plan is to go to war with Montezuma and the Aztecs. We've already denounced him, and it appears that Dido is already at war with him. Has denounced him as well, so we might be able to get joint wars with these two, and thereby not incur any diplomatic penalties with them. And we are also researching engineering to get our bath improvement, and then we'll have unlocked all of Rome's uniques. And the plan is to conquer all of that, and Dido's looking pretty weak from fighting Montezuma. He's also weak from fighting her. So we might just continue and destroy the Phoenician Empire, because Carthage must be destroyed. And then we might just continue the rampage and conquer a Monotore. We'll find out. And we haven't built any campuses yet. So far, we're getting by on spreading out cities and population, giving us a little bit of science, and trying to use Pingala with his promotion to give us science per population to stay in the science game. Eventually, we'll want to build campus districts, libraries, and universities to keep ahead militarily. And if at some point our military gets stalled out, then we'll just switch to a scientific game and try to launch a rocket. But right now, it's looking pretty good, and we might be able to just wipe out our whole continent and then try to conquer the next continent we find. So we are researching our bath, and I think now that we have legions, the next step will be to go to apprenticeship and then stirrups. Since we've already boosted both of those, we boosted apprenticeship by building 3 mines, and we boosted stirrups by researching feudalism in the civics tree. So why don't we just keep going, keep moving forward. We'll pick our dedication. We were 2 era scores shy of a golden age, which would have been helpful, especially to combat loyalty as we take Aztec cities, but in any case, we'll pick free inquiries for the same reasons as last time. We're not building that many districts, we're not getting that many boosts to civics, but we are getting a fair bit of Eureka's, so we're going to pick free inquiry. We're also going to choose a military policy, and I'm going to pick feudal contract, which will give us plus 50% projection towards ancient, classical, medieval, and Renaissance era melee, anti-cav, and ranged units. Because that will still apply to our classical legions as well as bowmen, which we'll want to upgrade to crossbowmen as soon as possible as well. We are also building the Colosseum, the Great Colosseum of Rome, and for that reason we have Corvée in our economic policies. We want charismatic leader, and we're trying to get as many great generals as we can, and that's why we have Strateghost in. So these policies are good, and we're already ready to move on to the next turn. And Montessori is not happy with us. We've failed to live up to her agenda of maximizing our districts in all of our cities. That's not a big problem for us, because right now we're trying to build up military and go on the warpath. Okay, so we have a lot of militaristic city-states around us, so if we're going to vote for anything in this World Congress, we're going to vote to double the city-state yield type when sending trade routes to city-states, which will give us more production from them. And if we're voting for duplicates of a chosen luxury, well, I don't know if we have anything that we have duplicates of. It looks like I can't really see anything in the Aztec Empire either, so this isn't really going to matter much for us. I'll just put 1 vote into incense because I know that's something we have, but I don't really expect to get this right. There's sort of too many options to try to predict it, and you know, I don't even really care that much about the city-state bonus either, because I'm not really trading with city-states. I'm preferring to do internal trading because of all roads lead to Rome, Trajan, or the Rome ability that gives us +1 gold for trade routes going through our own trading posts. And the elected outcomes were doubling the city-state yield type for scientific city-states and granting no amenities to turtles, neither of which affects us very greatly. So I believe we denounced the Aztecs 2 turns ago. We will, or 3 turns ago maybe, we will be able to declare a formal war in 2 turns, and I think we'll do that just as soon as we can. Because right now he still hasn't built up any walls in his empire. Our legions... even better. We now have the ability to vote for a military emergency against Montezuma, which will give us advantages. So I'm just going to put all of my diplomatic favor into that, and hopefully it passes, and we'll declare war right away. And we won't even be the bad guys, we'll be the good guys. We found Mount Vesuvius. We also found the Eye of the Sahara. And that's because we've just allied, or at least shared visibility with everyone who voted in favor, which is everyone else on our continent. The Aztecs are not popular this game. Alright, so we are now at war, and we have a horseman who can take this builder, which I definitely want to do right away. We can start moving our forces up. We'll start moving some horsemen. We'll send this great general up. That's Hannibal Barca. We can use our legions, our warriors, our spearmen. We can upgrade this archer slinger to an archer. We can move everything up. Try to get a surround on Texcoco, and then our legion can basically almost single-handedly take it after a few hits. We just want to make sure we get a siege on the city so that it doesn't heal in between turns. I want to trade my luxury resources to whoever's going to give me the best price for them, which she doesn't have any gold, so I guess it's going to be Dido. And how much would she give us for both of them? She'll give us 9 per turn for both of them, which is a pretty good deal. Let's see if she would also take some of our horses for even more money. She'd give us 4 gold per turn for the horses, so I'm going to give her all this for 13 gold per turn. This is going to fund our war effort while we try to get our harbors and commercial hubs into place. We have another legion here, that's useful. And why don't we just start moving everything up that we can? We will upgrade these things just as soon as we get to mercenaries. And I don't even know where Byblos is. It's up here. And we will we'll try to take Aztec cities on our way up to Byblos, and we'll try to take Byblos within 29 turns. Here we want to just keep building legions. That's why we have the card in for it. Right now, since he doesn't have walls, our legions can do more than enough damage to these cities. Once he gets walls, we'll want a battering ram and catapults to help take those walls down faster. So I think we will actually go for machinery before apprenticeship and stirrups. Just because we can actually, yeah, we can build an archer. We have 1 archer. We'll upgrade this one, and we'll build 1 archer here real quick just to get the boost to machinery. Then we can upgrade them to crossbowmen, which will be even stronger. Here in Ravenna, we'd like to build ancient walls, but we'd also like to finish our harbor, so we're going to get started on that. We'd like as much gold as possible now that we're going to be having a big military presence. And I'm not going to attack the city just because I want to wait until I have the surround on it for the siege. Right now I'm just protecting this spot, this iron, from getting pillaged because it's the only source of iron I have. So I want to stay fortified here. The swordsman might attack us, but hopefully we can take a few hits. We will shoot at that scout and destroy it. We will cross over, try to get us around. We already have a siege now, which is perfect. We'll also want to pillage as we go. And we can move this builder back to help build our empire up. And now that we have a siege, we might as well start hitting it with our legions and our horsemen. And looks like we can get it this turn or next turn. We can almost get it. We will get it next turn. Very easily. That's how easy cities fall down when they don't have walls, which is exactly why we want walls if the AI were doing the same thing to us. And we have great generals as well that are really helping out. Looks like he just got up to encampments. That's good for us. If we take these cities, we'll get more great general points. Alright, we had one tile destroyed, or yeah, we had the farm destroyed, but that's okay. We also got higher yields from all these tiles. And I'm just going to leave this archer here to fire at the swordsman if it comes in. And we will take the city. With the unit that has the highest experience so far, just so we can level them up as quickly as possible, which I'll just do this one. Now we have another source of iron, that's great. We've also gotten a few boosts because we have the Machu Picchu Wonder, which will be good for our future city development. Your knowledge of construction has advanced because I guess we also have a water mill, and your knowledge of buttress has advanced because we have a wonder as well. Now we would like to notice that when we took this, we damaged the monument in here that was already here. We damaged a few of the city center buildings, so we're going to have to repair those. The city is getting minus 12 loyalty because it's in enemy territory, so we'll try to repair the monument. We also need to put Pingala in the city just to help with the loyalty, because we only have these two governors, and we want to keep Magnus where he is so that he could keep building legions cheaply. And we will keep the city. Now it is when we kept it and with the occupation, having a unit inside makes it so that we get 5 loyalty per turn. The governor makes it so we have 8. Now it's falling at only 0.6 per turn, which is not bad at all. We'll be able to hold it fairly easily. We can also use this legion to repair the tile we just pillaged, so I'll do that very quickly. We can also come and we could attack Rapa Nui right away. We might just wait to do that later. I think first we'll probably go to Chalco and take that out first. That'll give us an encampment, a campus, and a holy site, which will be great. Unless this belongs to Tenochtitlan. No, it belongs to Chalco. So we'll go for Chalco next. We're going to have a pretty easy time. It looks like the Aztecs' forces are all tied up fighting with Dido. So we're going to make mincemeat out of the Aztecs, fortunately. And we will keep moving our great generals, trying to make good use of them. We have 1 charge left on this builder. What do we want to use it for? Why don't we... we're reaching the housing cap on Ostia, so we're going to set that to focus on production. We're going to unlock these tiles. So it looks like we're probably going to, well, we don't want to lose population, so it looks like we're going to put a mine down here. and that mine will give us +2 production once we research apprenticeship. I'm just moving everything up. Okay, so Kabul is not currently the vassal of the Aztecs, which is good. They were suzerain for a little while, but they're not anymore, which is why Kabul's not attacking us, thankfully. If we trigger the Eureka for machinery, we'll get an envoy with Mexico City. That's good. So what do we want to do in our Pinum? We want to keep building more legions. And we just put a siege on Chalco. We're going to keep moving our units over there. We're going to pillage here, and then we're going to ride, well, we'd like to ride back, but we won't be able to. We already used up all the movement we can. It looks like he's having some barbarian troubles over here. We want to leave one unit in Texcoco just as an occupation force to keep its loyalty up. When you are occupying a city and have a unit there, you get that +5 loyalty. I want to move this archer forward. I want to move that spearman up. I can't move this slinger forward any further. I don't want to hit the city with the warrior because it'll do much more damage to the warrior than to the city. So I'm just using the warrior here to keep a siege on the city. I don't mind hitting it with my horsemen because the horsemen will do a significant amount of damage and won't take quite as much. So 5 turns until the mercenary civic, and then we'll start upgrading. We'll upgrade this into an archer. We'll upgrade our warriors into legions. And I'll just skip the turn of all these units. We will build a mine here. And we can promote this legion, which is great, and then we'll move on to the next turn. So we will keep shuffling these units around. We will heal up this horseman. We will fortify this warrior. Actually, we could do a little bit of damage. We'll just fortify the warrior, though. Same with the swordsman. Or the spearman. We'll attack the city with our legion. We will move the slinger up. We will move the warrior up. We will pillage this again. No, we can't. It's already fully pillaged. So we'll just bring the horsemen back the way we came. And we just finished our commercial hub in Ostia. Now we can put down another district, or we could build a granary, a watermill, or finish the market. We could also put down a bath, which would be quite useful. And I think that we will just start with a granary, because that'll be the fewest turns and it'll help get our population up further. Alright, we can promote this legion, so we will. We'll promote it with the Battlecry promotion, +7 combat strength versus melee and ranged units. We will shoot the city. We can attack the city. We can attack it again. And again. And we'll take it. We will keep the city, and now it will be fully loyal and 75 turns. We're getting 1 loyalty from pressure from nearby citizens, 5 for having the garrison unit, and with the penalties included, it's actually rising. So that's good for us. We will repair the monument, just like we did in Texcoco, and we'll bring our horsemen over. Notice that he does have a swordsman now, he does have a horseman. We're going to be able to counter these. We'll counter the horseman with a spearman. We will move our archer over to attack that swordsman. Our legions will also be tougher than the swordsman, as you can see here. So I'm not too worried about these units. We'll move this up. We'll keep our slingers safely in the back. We'll keep our great generals where they are, and we'll move to the next turn. There's a blizzard down here. Luckily, we didn't have any tiles, we weren't working those, so it's not a huge loss. I'll put these repairs into our queue. Oh, I didn't mean to do that, but that's okay. I will pillage this to heal up. We'll attack the swordsman. We'll move the slinger here. Alright, now our loyalty is falling a little bit, but not very much, so I'm not super worried. And we'll get the Colosseum in 4 turns, unless someone else builds it. That's great. I will pillage this mine for some gold. And I think just fortify then. Also move here. We might get killed if they focus power on us there. We'll move this great general over. We will fire on the swordsman again. We'll pincer him with our 2 legions. And he's dead. And Hannibal Barca has led his troops to victory. His Roman troops. So now let's continue building legions. There's no reason not to. And we also want to pillage wherever we can for gold, preferably for gold. I will heal up this warrior. We'll heal up this warrior. Alright, this horseman survived miraculously. We're going to pull it back now. And promote. We'll move it 1 more tile and promote up. We will get +5 combat strength versus anti-cavalry, the comparison promotion. And why don't we pillage this tile for some extra gold as well. We will put in 2 cards. We'll put in the card for gold discounts on units, and the card for retinues, the resource discount on units, and try to promote up as many units as we can. We have 500 gold to do it with thanks to pillaging. So let's give it a go. First we want to upgrade that one. We want an archer. For machinery, which we've just researched, and after boosting, now we'll go for apprenticeship and then stirrups. I want to promote or upgrade this warrior to a legion just because in case Kabul does become our enemy, we want some protection there. I want to move this legion up. I can't move that horseman any further. Then I will promote or upgrade this legion, this warrior into a legion, and this warrior into a legion. So, and 1 more if we can, and we can. So now we have a bunch of legions. Now the only problem is we will be running out of gold very quickly. So I want to get another civic as quickly as possible. Fortunately, there's a one-turn civic that we can research this round. And I would like to get Valletta. Unfortunately, Valletta we need 3 envoys to get there. But eventually we'd like to spend all this faith that we're getting from pillaging on some encampment and city center buildings. So, anyway, I will move this archer into the city and give him the volley promotion for +5 range strength versus land units. And I will, again, move these great generals up to support our legions. And I'll move this legion up as well.
While the Colosseum stands,
and that's the Colosseum.
Rome shall stand. When the Colosseum falls, Rome shall fall. When Rome falls, the world shall fall.
I heartily agree with the sentiment. So the Colosseum provides 2 of the following: culture, loyalty per turn, and amenities to each city center within 6 tiles. It must be built on flat land adjacent to an entertainment complex with an arena.
Mysticism,
so that's a really good get, especially if we go for conquest. The extra amenities will be very useful. We're also getting a ton of culture from it. And now, interestingly enough, because we have Machu Picchu here, which Montezuma helpfully built for us, which gives us adjacency bonuses for mountains to theater squares, industrial zones, and commercial hubs, we can build a theater square here that will get +4 from each of these mountains, and +2 from that Colosseum for a whopping +6 cultural adjacency, which is pretty incredible. We might do that at some point. Then we can get like a bath here and an industrial zone here for some really good adjacencies on an industrial zone. In fact, we might want to build the bath right now. I think we'll do that. We'll build the bath, get some extra housing and amenities in our capital. We'll also want to take the focus off of food because we're at our housing cap, so food is less efficient right now. We'll want to unlock these tiles just to make sure we're working a lot of production tiles. Same here. We don't want to lose population though. So here we're not at our housing cap yet. Here we're not. Here we're getting close, so I'll take it off production. And over here, same thing. We are getting close to our housing cap, so I will unlock these tiles and put it on a production focus. We also will move, somehow this got pillaged, and so, maybe from an Eagle Warrior. Anyway, I'll move my Legion down and repair this tile. Hopefully get this builder as well. So now we have 3 envoys, which is what we need for Valletta, so we will do that. So now we can spend a bunch of faith to build up our cities, because we have a bunch of faith from pillaging and from holy sites that the Aztecs are now giving to us. So I want to get a stable in Rome, just because Rome is pretty far from the edge of our empire. And if we build any military units here, we want them to be cavalry, and hopefully we'll be building some knights very soon. So I'll build a stable here. It would also be helpful here to get a granary. That will increase our housing. And I'd like ancient walls just for some extra safety, and that about uses up all our faith. We could also get some walls here, just because it's on the border with Kabul and next to the sea. We don't want anything attacking us. So we'll do that as well. Now we'll keep pillaging to try to get more and more faith. I'm going to set these conquered cities to a production focus, and then I'm going to move things forward. And here again, I'm going to repair the granary and the watermill. I'm going to do the watermill first, just because that gives us a little bit of production there. The reason I wanted that one-turn civic was because I wanted to reset my policy cards. I want to take out these cards to promote, and I want to put in conscription so that unit maintenance is reduced by 1 gold per turn, because we have a lot of units that are costing us a lot of money. We are finished building wonders, so I want to get rid of the corvée promotion. Instead, I would like to put in, if we had more trade routes, I'd want to put in this card for gold, but we only have 1 currently, so I'll build some settlers in the capital, and I'll put the Strateghost card back in for our wild card, because again, we want as many great generals as we can get. And we will attack Tenochtitlan. We'll just fortify that one. Actually, no, we'll hit this swordsman. And next, I think we'll just go for exploration, so we'll research medieval fairs. Or do we want divine right so we can build knights quicker? I think we'll just go straight for exploration. We won't get the boosts to either one of them in a timely manner, but that's fine. And we'll leave that one there. We'll move this up. We'll move this legion into position there. And this will be good. These great generals are covering all of our troops. Okay, we want to pillage for some faith, and then we want to ride away. Maybe to there. We want to move our legions up. I'll move this one back to heal. I'll move this one forward. I will pillage there. I will shoot here. Yes, I should have upgraded my archers to crossbowmen while we still had those cards in, but that's fine. It's not a huge problem. I'm gonna attack the city now some more. I don't want this horseman to be able to kill my unit, so I'm just gonna heal the unit up. Actually, I can move this unit back as well, so I'll do that. And I can move this one in and attack again. Here we can build a bath here as well. The only question is where we want to put it. We might put it here. We could just put down our campus. In fact, that might be what we want to do. We could get a +3 campus here. We could get a +3 campus there. Why don't we put it here, because that desert's going to be less useful to us. Although we could build a Jebel Barkal there, but I think I'd rather just put the campus down in that +3 spot. Yeah, so we'll just put that down. And we might as well build that, because it'll only take 9 turns versus the 12 for the market. Actually, I'm just going to go ahead and build the market. Because we do need the gold, and we could use the extra trade route as well. Notice that the cost of our army has come down significantly since we put in the conscription card, which is very useful. Now what do we want here? Let's just see where we can get the highest adjacencies for these. Actually, we'd like gold. So why don't we... and I also don't want to spend gold to, like, say, put it there. So why don't we just put it right next to us here? Not really thinking there, but that works. That's fine. And can we take the city? No, we can't quite take the city, unfortunately. We can move to this tile. Hopefully, well... Yeah, let's move this one here just so it's out of range of that catapult. If the horseman comes and kills it, that's fine. Then the city will have very low strength. And we can swap these, and we can move this one in and heal it in there. It'll heal up a bit faster in the city. Okay, another horseman killed our horseman. Alright, we have an attack against the Seagull Warrior. We will take that builder. Then we'll move back and repair the plantation. We'll heal up. It's not going to take too many more hits here. I will shoot twice just to lower it a little bit, get some experience on my archers. I can promote this one. Oh, I was hoping to take it with the horseman, which didn't happen. So now that horseman might die. But I will repair first. Oh, and that does take up movement. Okay. I will move the legions up. Now I will repair the monument again. I will also repair the granary and the Watt. And now that we have more housing, I'm going to reinstate the food focus on Rome. Same with Ostia. Oh, that was already done. I'm going to keep Tenochtitlan. So now we have our first capital city besides our own. We want to just take Montezuma out of the game, and we do want to liberate Byblos as quickly as possible, or at least take it away from Montezuma in order to win the emergency. And on to the next turn. Alright, we lost a horseman, but we will take one of theirs instead. And in turn. Oh, or it will get shot by crossbowmen. And we've completed the bath for +4 era score. Okay, and we can repair everything around us with our legions, which we should do. We also want to promote all of our troops. I will move this legion up, and we don't really need Pingala here anymore, it doesn't look like. It's getting 27 loyalty per turn, so I think I'll move it back down to Rome. Move Pingala. Actually, I mean, we have more population here than we do in Rome, so maybe I'll just leave it there for now. I'll move this legion down to attack this Eagle Warrior. What do I want to do here? I could build a bath for some extra housing. An industrial zone here would be very good. We'd get +1 from the strategic resource, +1 from a quarry, and with Machu Picchu we'd get +3 from mountains. And since this is our big manufacturing facility, if you will, for military, that would be a good get. But we'll research that in one turn. So why don't we get a builder just to chop that down with Magnus real quick before we put an industrial zone down. Kilwa Kisiwani we could get, but we don't need to. We want a watermill here. That'll give us extra food on our wheat. It can give us some food in production. Otherwise, we'll just sit back and rest for a little bit, heal up. We will repair this. We can build a lot of farms, and we can also build mines. I think we're going to want to chop that down so we can put a bath there. I would upgrade this to a crossbowman, but that will put us dangerously close to having no gold, and we have a negative income right now, so we want to fix that. And it looks like the blizzard or something pillaged these, so we might also want a builder here while we're at it. So why don't we build a builder here first, and a builder here, and then we'll get that watermill up.
There is no easy way.
All right. We want to attack, and attack, and attack. Okay, we just put a harbor down. Now we will work on a lighthouse here. And what do we build here? Maybe ancient walls, because we do have an encampment. Maybe a barracks. Maybe just units. We don't really need any units right now, actually. Let's just build some walls. And we want to take down this crossbowman before it can do more damage to us. And there we'll go. Our great legions with great generals are very strong. And the legions can also repair along the way, which is just a very handy ability. Look, now everything but this holy site and this tile are back the way they were before we came. It's a very handy ability of the legion. There will be no peace, I'm afraid. We're getting more trouble from the barbarians than we are from the Aztecs themselves. Why don't we send these soldiers over to take Chapultepec? We'll just heal them up first. Then we'll move some troops over. And we'll build here. We could build the market. We would also benefit from purchasing these with faith. Looks like we can almost purchase both. Let's get the granary first to increase our housing. Then we will purchase the watermill shortly. In the meantime, let's see. We could put a bath down. How much time on a builder? Let's just build the market here. And then we can kill this eagle warrior with our legion. Move this archer back down. Okay, we'll just move this legion into a place there. And we chopped out that lighthouse. 8 turns left. We can put down this bath now. This is the only place we could put it, so we might as well put it there. Then I think we put a mine down here, and we can actually place this industrial zone as well. Which this will be a good place to build a navy from. Next turn. Kabul has declared war on the Aztec Empire and Mexico City. Alright, now we'll build a water mill. We'll come over and repair these things. We'll heal up in the city. Actually, we need to repair that. Why don't we... What do we want to grow the fastest? Probably our capital, honestly. So why don't we just put our trade routes in our capital and send them out? Okay, we'll start moving our soldiers over to take Chapultepec. And we'll just leave these here as a defense force. We'll take one great general with us there. We'll leave one here. Actually, I could have been using Boudica for her barbarian conversion promotion, which or ability, which would be really nice, especially on like the crossbowmen and the swordsmen over here. I think I'll just hang on to her for now, though. Next turn. We have 14 turns to capture Byblos, so we want to make our way over there fairly quickly. We killed the unit with the spearmen to get the boost to military tactics. And why don't we just start moving our forces up? And we'll move some forces this way as well. So we'll take each of these two cities, then we'll converge on Byblos. So from Rome, I think I'll send my trade route to Chalco, because we'll get 3 food, 2 production, and 2 gold from there. We'll repair that tile. We'll put a mine there. And we'll go to the next turn. Or we're about to go to the next turn. We just have some shooting to do. We do not want this builder to get taken by the Eagle Warrior, so we will move it inside the city. We need 3 more era score for a Golden Age, which I'm sure we can get because we have 22 to 42 turns left in this era. And we will use our archer to kill this Eagle Warrior.
Few inventions have been.
We just researched stirrups, so we just got access to knights, which are very powerful, considering the Aztecs have nothing that can stop them. And we'll fortify this troop. We'll move this legion up. And we could get the watermill here. I think that's what we want to do. Just because we could use the production. And now to where do we go? We already have stirrups. I think the next thing we want to do... we're very far from cartography. Otherwise we would want to get some galleys out and promote them to caravels for the exploration boost. Instead, I think we should start looking for niter, and we can eventually turn our if we find some niter, we can turn our legions into musketmen, which will be even more powerful for the medieval era. So we'll go for niter next. We wanted to chop this down, and let's just build a watermill first. Or we could put a bath down first. No, let's just do a watermill. And we'll wait to put hits on the city after we've sieged it. Oh right, and we could get a watermill here. Why don't we get some walls somewhere? We don't really need them anywhere yet. Let's just get them in Ravenna, because it's by the sea. If I'm gonna get walls anywhere, I'm usually gonna get them on coastal cities, just so if a navy comes, we'll be able to shoot the navy. And with this last one, I think I'll just chop down this rainforest as well. We might as well, then we can put a mine on it. A mine! Probably should have waited to get the siege on that city first, but that's fine. We also didn't necessarily need a builder here. We could have chopped these woods with this legion, but this is good too. Now we have the builder, we can put down a quarry. Between our Great General and Oligarchy, and the Legion's inherent bonus, our Legions are just so powerful. As you can see. And because these forces are putting zone of control on every tile around the city, every land tile around the city, at least directly around it, we have the city under siege, as you can see. We will move our troops forward again. We also need to have zone of control on each side of the river from the city. This one is giving us zone of control on both of these two tiles. We need to get a soldier, a legion here, to get zone of control across that river. But in the meantime, we'll move this one forward. We will move the archer up. We'll move the Great General up, and then we'll just hit it again. I think we might even just take it this turn. Yeah. We have the extra movement from the Great General. That helps us a lot. So then we can build. We can purchase a monument with Valletta's city-state bonus soon. For now, why don't we build a bath? No. Let's just work on a builder for now. We can improve these coffee tiles. And good thing we have walls here because we just found a swordsman. Let's go down and shoot it with our archer. And we can build a knight here in 6 turns. That'll help defend our south as well. So why don't we do that? Why don't we get a knight to help clear out the... Well, it looks like there aren't any more Aztec soldiers down here, but we want to at least kill this one. And we will chop, get the watermill done. Then we can put this industrial zone. Again, it's going to get +1 from that, +1 from the quarry, and +3 from these mountains with Machu Picchu. Alternatively, we could put it here to get +1, and then, yeah, so +1 from the horse, +3 from the mountains for +4. And then we could put down 2 mines. There's already one there, and we could put down another one to get a +5. Or we could put a bath here. Put a bath here for +2. 1 from the horses, that's +3. And then another one from the 2 mines. It doesn't really matter. We could go anyway here. So I suppose I will just put it here where I had originally planned. and I'll move this builder onto the stone to improve it next turn. Okay, I forgot about the archer in the city. Thankfully, it didn't kill our archer. Oh. Somehow we got... Oh, yeah, right. We got 2 harbors. That's how we got the boost to cartography.
All that glisters is not gold.
Okay, and we got a new civic. We want to pull this archer back. Actually, why don't we just promote it? Because I'm worried about that crossbowman. So we'll promote it to Arrow Storm promotion for another +7 range strength versus land and naval units. And then we will move up our legions and just hit the city hard with all of our legions surrounding it. Can we take it? Let's just try to take it this turn, then we'll worry about promoting. There we go. And we have full loyalty in the city as well, or we have positive loyalty at least. And we'll repair this watermill. We'll promote here as well. We'll get extra movement. Battle cry promotion. And we'll just start moving this legion up, as well as the great general, as well as the archer. And here, we're almost at our housing cap, so let's put a bath down. The only question is where. We have a lot of choices. It's a tough call. We already have a campus here and an industrial zone. If we put it there, why don't we just put it here, and then we could build an industrial zone there, say. I think that'll work well. Let's build a market here for more gold, which we need. Okay, so now we should probably get another governor. I'm not sure which one yet. Do we want to put Amani anywhere? We could put Amani in Mexico City. We don't really need the suzerainty bonus. But at least when we get workshops up, that'll give us some extra production. I don't think that's a very strong pick. We could go for connoisseur just to get even more culture. You could see that our science and culture are already way ahead of everyone else on our continent just because of all the cities we've taken. That's really what makes domination so easy on any difficulty, including Deity, is as long as you can start conquering, as long as you swallow up someone else's empire, well then you're already getting like double yields compared to everyone else. So it's easy to snowball once you get going. The hard part is just that early game where you get going. Already I feel like fairly unstoppable. No one on this continent can really stop us. And then it'll just be a matter of conquering the next continent over here somewhere and everyone else. But for now we do have that governor. We can also reset our policies. We are still generating Jean d'Arc for a great general, so I think we'll leave that in. That's right, I meant to be pumping settlers out of here. I think we do still need conscription in. We'll take that out because we're not doing any settlers, or yeah, it's 8 turns till exploration, so we'll just take out that one. And instead, what do we put in? We could get Merchant Confederation for more gold from envoys. I think that's probably a good bet. And yeah, newly trained builders gain 2 extra build actions. That'll be a good one. Just in general, it's a good one to have. Okay, we want to build this lighthouse. And we want to chop this rainforest. Then we will build the bath. That increased, finishing that lighthouse increased our trade capacity. It'd be nice to get a trader somewhere. Maybe we'll get one in Rome. I think we will just promote Liang. Liang is a governor I really like to get for the +1 build charge on builders. We could also go for Victor and try to get Embrasure so that our military units start with a free promotion, but at this point we don't even really need to be training that many military units because we already have a large army, so I'm going to go with Liang. And I'm going to put her I thought we were building a builder somewhere. Ah, yeah, in Chapultepec. So we'll put her in Chapultepec. And there can be no peace for the Aztec. Alright, now we can shoot this swordsman twice to kill it. Great. We'll put a quarry here. That'll give us +1 to our inevitable industrial zone. And we might as well just send this legion up to where we're fighting now. Alright, 9 turns left on our emergency to free Byblos. So we're making good time here. Why don't we just move this one all the way up? Okay, we will move this one out and promote it. We will move this one forward. We will heal this one up. Heal this up. Heal this archer up. And we can move this one forward and then promote it as well. We'll get commando. And we could hit it, but we'll wait to get the city under siege first. We will also move our great general forward. And we could get a friendship with Dido, but probably we just want to kill Dido, take all 3 of her cities that are left before we then turn around and go back and take on Nubia. Because I'd rather just fight 1 war at a time than 2. So we won't friend her again. We will, in fact, probably denounce her soon. Okay, we've got the surround here, so let's just hit it. And that's the emergency one. We will keep it though. Or does this require liberating it? No, it just requires that we take it back from Montezuma. Which is kind of a silly thing, but in any case, we will repair this monument. We can also put down a commercial hub. Why don't we do that? I don't really want to put it on floodplains, but that's all we have around here, so I suppose I'll just put it next to us in any old direction. This one's as good as any other. But then I'll repair the monument. And here in Ostia, we can build our campus. Actually, why don't we build our watermill first? Actually, why don't we purchase the watermill? There we go. And we will build the campus. 3 turns left on that. So we don't really need the knight right away, so I think... Oh, the terracotta army would be very nice. So would the Mausoleum of Halicarnassus. Any of these would be great. I think we do want a builder, and we'll get extra charges on it, which will be nice. We'll just keep moving this legion up. Actually, we might move this legion over here. One thing we would like is we'd like a battering ram to help take these. We'd also like catapults. This one's going to be hard to take just because there's only 1 land tile next to it. We might really like catapults for that. In fact, maybe we will just leave her alone for now and just try to get a navy, because that'll make taking these much, much, much easier. We could take Sidon fairly easily. That's hard to say. I think we'll just have an easier time if we march through Nubia instead. And then we also won't have to worry about these barbarians for quite as long. So yeah, I will allow Carthage to live for now. Or Phoenicia, rather. Ah, she doesn't want a friendship. Well, okay. Do you want some horses? Because I got some horses for sale. That will take 4 gold per turn. I don't really think I want to give you anything if we're going to go attack you. And we can sail around the north edge, so if we get some ships built here, we take some caravels up. Caravels will help us take these cities real quickly. And we can build caravels here pretty soon. Or pretty quickly once we research them. Okay, and we can put some lumber mills on these woods. So we'll do that. Actually, it might benefit our capital more if we built a mine here. I don't know, did we get the boost to... Yeah, no, we do need to build a lumber mill, so we'll just do that while the builder's here. We can move this archer up, we can move all of our forces up. We want to send him on to Anuk after healing him up. 2 era score. Right now we're 3rd on science, 1st on culture, 1st on domination. We just won our emergency, so we will get a golden age next turn. We got a bunch of diplomatic favor. Anuk is about to turn to us from loyalty, let alone everything else. We will heal up this legion in Byblos and move this archer forward. Here we could, let's see what we can, oh, we still need to get drama and poetry. That's what we were missing. So why don't we get drama and poetry, and then we can put this by some wonders, which will be useful. For now, we can just build a bath, maybe, or we'll just build a trader. Actually, we'll build a builder. And we'll move this over to defend against these barbarians. We can build walls here, purchase walls here, and here. That'll be useful. Thank you, Valletta. And fortunately, the Aztecs had lots of holy sites, so now we're getting 61 faith per turn, which is great for Valletta. For using Valletta. It's great for us as we use Valletta. Okay, where to send this builder? We want production, so I think I'm just going to build a mine. That's our focus. At the start of the game, we really wanted food, but now we're getting to the point where our cities are all growing. We have lots of cities, so now I think I just want to prioritize production whenever I can. So that's what we're going to do. And we will not make peace with Montezuma. We're being denounced. Okay, if you're going to denounce us, then I guess we'll just have to come attack you. So just remember, you asked for this when it happens. It was like you wanted it to happen. Alright, we got another blizzard. We got era score for having a great industrial zone. And we got military engineering. So let's check around our territory for some niter. There's some niter right here. We put some niter. We put an encampment on some niter, so we're already getting niter. And we also have found some niter over here. There's lots just north of Atsakapatsalko. Hard name to say. in Nahuatl, but in any case, we'll definitely want a builder here, which is good because we're building one, and we'll try to get all this Snyder hooked up, and then we can get some musketmen. We would also like to, at this point, save up our faith for an armory, so that we can get the boost to gunpowder here. And meanwhile, I will research part of this. We need 390 faith. I will research enough to get it with the boost. Then I think I will build a couple of galleys here, there, and here, just to get the boost to shipbuilding, and then we will go down that way. In fact, it might not even be worth it to boost it, but then we can just upgrade those galleys to caravels, which will be easy enough. Okay, so here, what do we want to build? We could finish our workshop. We could build an armory. I say we just build the workshop, or we could build terracotta army. Let's just go for it. Let's just go for terracotta army here. We got nothing to lose, really. And we will set this to production focus. Unlock that tile. What do we want to produce here? We could produce a barracks or a stable. Why don't we just produce a builder to help improve all this land, all this territory? There's a little graphical bug here that's pretty annoying. Okay, and we can take this city quite easily. We won't get a siege on it because there is some open ocean tile next to it, but we'll still take it easily enough. There we go. A nuke, and we will keep the city, which will have positive pressure, and we could faith purchase some walls. Why don't we just produce a monument? I'm not too worried about this city. Actually, we could also. Oh, it's already got a harbor, so we will just leave it there as it is, and we can pull this legion back. We want to take Tlacopan next, and that'll be the last city of Montezuma, and then we will head straight for Nubia. He finally got some, not spearmen, pikemen. We'll heal that one up. We'll move this archer. We can move this great general down to increase the movement of these soldiers down here. And we'll leave this one up there to move these ones faster. We'll get that boost.